All right, so after my last video when I was talking about the parent ID tagging, a lot of you left comments on both the video and my Facebook group. If you're not part of that, by the way, I'll leave a comment or a link down below so you can join that for Amazon influencers. And you said, hey, I can't get the parent ID to tag. What's going on here? Well, it's because you're actually doing it in the wrong place. I'm going to show you where I do all of my uploading and editing of my content. You're probably doing it in the wrong place. So I'm going to show you where you should go to do this. It's actually not just going to impact your parent ID tagging. It's also going to impact other types of products, which just simply will not populate correctly in the way that you're currently doing it. So I'm going to make your life a little bit easier here on how you upload and edit your content. If you don't know, my name is Rob. I've been in the influencer program for 2 years, and I'm just some bozo here sharing my tips, tricks, and advice. Things I have learned along the way, both good and bad, to hopefully help you make more money in the program. So if that might sound good to you, like it's in your wheelhouse, why am I so red? This is a lot of red. It makes me look like I'm sunburned, but it makes me look more anyway. If that sounds like it's in your wheelhouse, consider hitting the subscribe button. And if you get halfway through this video and you find that I've actually given you something of value, then maybe also consider hitting the like button too, because I do like likes, and I think that I am indeed your Amazon influencer guide. By the way, over 300 users now on the free Google extension for Amazon influencers. If you don't have it yet, I'll put a link down below. 100% free to download, 100% free to use every feature on there. So thank you guys for downloading it. Love hearing the results of you guys saying you're making more money with that. So totally awesome. And that's all I'm going to do for my intro. Let me switch over to the to my storefront. Okay, so I did this too incorrectly for a while. I don't know why, but I started originally uploading on managed content. I'm not exactly sure. So if you click that, you can go in here. I'm not going to get into all that. I don't want to show you that. The problem with the managed content upload and edit system is that it is restrictive on what it will allow to populate whenever you put IDs in. So if you're trying to tag a parent ID or even some product IDs, like adult products and some things that are borderline, it just will not populate those things, which means you have to jump through a bunch of hoops in order to be able to tag what you want to tag. And then at some point, I don't even know how I figured it out, I learned about the create content option. And once I started to do that, so what you'll do is you'll click that, you'll go probably to here. I mean, maybe if it's something else, but pretty much all of it's going to be right here for video and photo. When you click that, it's going to take you to this page right here. Once I started to do this for my new uploads and for my edits, I never went back to the other way of doing it. The reason is, one, it's generally the same process. You're going to click this here. You're going to select your file to upload, all the same. But the search, the ID search is way more thorough. I have never had a problem finding an ID, whether it's a parent or a product ID, populating correctly in this. If I've got the ID, it's going to populate. It doesn't matter if it's a parent, doesn't matter if it's an adult product, doesn't matter what the thing is. So this is where you should be doing your brand new uploading. Now, if you're somebody that needs to edit something, let's go back to the storefront, for example. So I included this feature on the extension. So if you don't have the extension yet, again, link in the description down below to go get that. These orange icons that I have put on every piece of content, you can click this. Whenever you click this, it will take you to the edit screen for that particular piece of content. So once I click that, it just opens this up. And now whatever I need to add in, so if I'm going to add a parent or whatever the thing's in, is I'll just click this button here and I'll type the ID in to the box. This, through the content, the create content option, is the way that I have not seen an argument yet of why people should be still doing it through the manage content, because it is just far more restrictive than the create. Create is much more dynamic and just simply has more IDs that it will return with actual responses. So if you're having trouble tagging your parent or just products in general, there's a really good chance that that's happening because you're doing it from the managed content, which I do not recommend doing unless somebody can convince me otherwise. You should be doing everything as I do everything. I mean, don't do everything that I do, but do all of your uploading, do all of your editing through the create content option. Now, also a side note that's really important, because Amazon does keep changing the format of how these things work on our storefronts. You know, they just did that whole experiment where they released like the hub and then they changed it back to studio. I would recommend that you make a bookmark of, and I'll actually put this in the description below too, in order to get to what I just showed you, because on their last update, they actually, I think, took that away and it was harder to access directly. So I'll put a link to the create content new upload, and maybe just go there, make a bookmark on Chrome so you've got it in the future. And for editing, use the orange icon that populates with my Google Chrome extension. So That's all that I got for you guys. It was a short one, but I got a lot of comments and a lot of follow up from people that were struggling with this. So I just thought I'd make a quick video and sort of my like, hey, I'm back type of video. My voice is a little bit drained. Rum will do that to you. When rum soaks into your skeleton, it turns out it wears you down. And I am on the up and up. And I'm so red. I look like a strawberry right now. I think it's this. Anyways, I digress. So I got more content coming this week. I got a couple of updates coming for the extension. I'm actually running a test literally right now. That's all I got. We'll see you guys on the next video. Let me know if you got any questions down below or wherever. As always, peace out.